Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL Australia Gears of War Ultimate Edition 4-on-4 Open Cup number 5. I'm Mike, joined by Rogie, and this is, once again, the winners bracket final of this amazing competition. We've seen some crazy matches so far, and this one is shaping up to be none the different. Also, Rogue, what are your thoughts between these two teams? Firstly, introduce them, and then tell me your thoughts.
Well, first up, we got Integral Nation, probably the most winning team for Australian Gears of War EU at the moment. These guys, they're the best of the best. You've got Saya, you've got Gonzalo, you've got Elite, and you've got Shrek. Each of these players are more than capable to play any position on the map in any style, any speed, and come out on top. So, really just a star-studded lineup here. Then you've got the worst half of GPP, and Resticide and Zeke, making up the lineup of Average Mo's. Let's see if they can make it happen. We watched their previous games, taking it to the nail-biting finish against Crinkle Cuts at 3-3 on Mansion, a round I'll always remember. Haven't seen Integral Nation play today on the stream, but they have been winning their games pretty handily. So wouldn't be surprised to see them come off to an early map advantage, especially on Gridlock, which they're known for playing various boom rushes and being able to control that sniper rifle with relative ease. Shrekman, that's Iron Shrek here. Once he gets that sniper, your boom shot is not safe. He knows all the angles to punish you for running a boom strat if you're not able to execute it on time.
Yeah, and I mean, can I just take a moment to pause and just sit back and enjoy the fact that Saya's gamer tag has gone back to Saya? I mean,
you can.
Previously, I mean, for those who have been watching the competition so far for a couple of years now, he had his game tag as 20k. It is just great to see him go back to the roots, of course, under the clan tag of IN, but originally the name is Saya. It just feels good, so good to see again.
Yeah, it's so hard, especially as someone who's known him for going on, 10 years now? Gears has been a franchise?
Just 10 years next year, so 9 years at the moment.
Just shy of 10 years I've known Saya, been playing with and against him for as far back as I can remember the game being released. Been calling him Saya. It was very impossible to go to turn K, especially when casting him. So, very happy they can finally rest easy, can rest aside, and just call him Saya.
Yeah, and I mean, just with that, I mean, with those gamer tag changes, it happens with everyone, right? I mean, even with Mercer at the moment, previous gamer tag is deadly. Yeah. It's just impossible to sort of say. And same with Gonzalo as well. I keep flicking in the old bear every now and then as well with it. So it's always interesting when these when these players do change their game tag. It's something completely different, and you're just always stuck with that instinct of calling the original name. Now, it does seem like all players are good to go now, so they'll be just getting to the correct teams. Of course, for those unaware, Integral Nation just recently being picked up, of course, by Integral Nation, formerly known as Malicious. One of the best teams going around here in our region. You got Saya, Gazola, Elite, and Shrek, of course, with Verix with that fifth man lineup, who is unfortunately not playing today. But for the squad of Average Mo's, Clutch, Mercer, the worst half of GPP, and of course Zeke and Resticide, two great players as well, who have competed in both multiple titles.
I still believe Zeke and Resticide are looking for a solid lineup. So if this is any indication of how well they've been playing today, teams that are maybe looking for someone to bolster your numbers.
Yeah, maybe you have to be worried about your teammates.
Let's not go there, Mike. Let's not go there.
Okay. I have to cross the line. Okay. Well, it's always a safety concern because I mean, let's be honest, they're on their way to winning their first ESL comp, something that you have not been able to do for them. So you never know. This could be a lineup in the future. Hopefully, Clutch will be able to change team zone. We can get things started there on Gridlock. Either way, in this best of 5 series, we're going to be having Gridlock, Fuel Depot, and War Machine, followed by, if needed, Clock Tower, and then for the final and fifth map, if needed, once again on Canals. It's going to be an interesting rotation, especially seeing a Gridlock, Fuel Depot, and then War Machine in that order.
Jeez, Mike, I thought this was a safe place, but you're going for the throat.
It could be. I mean, it's just what I do best.
From commentating a few of the games, I'm sure you've seen Integral Nation in a lot of the finals. You've watched their gameplay. You've watched Average Mo's earlier on. How do you think their Average Mo's Gridlock strat stacks up to what we know Iron can pull off?
I think it's going to be a lot harder than their previous matches. Let me tell you that much. I think that it is going to be one of those cases where they're going to be needing to try a lot harder than what they have been doing for any other team in the past. I mean, they've been taking out some grudge matches. They've been taking out some victories, which even in their proper lineup, you're granted this. They've been struggling a little bit. They took out the Peace Maintenance Unit, the team who took your team out last competition twice in that bracket in a clean sweep.
Bring it up again, man.
Yeah, I will. And then in the next series, Crinkle Cuts, a team that you recently have been going back and forth with a lot with your lineup, took out a crazy series 3-2. Now in this one though, they've been they've been going across. They've been taking out these these matches, but Integral Nation, they took out a 3-0 and a 3-1. They've been just cruising along here, and I think this match is going to be a lot harder than any before. And it does seem like the other team of Average Remote are having some voice connectivity issues, so they are just sticking around trying to get that sorted, and then we can get things underway as well. Also, due to the fact that the team having issues with the host, they could have just got the correct teams, but who am I to judge? But Gridlock, what are your thoughts on what's going to happen?
Well, Gridlock, like I've said earlier, Integral Nation, they know how to pull off that 4-boom strat where 2 run straight in and then you immediately get flanked. We saw a known pull it off to some success earlier on in the day against Obscure. So, but Integral Nation, they've got it refined. They've got it down to an art. I'd be very surprised to see them not pull it off to some degree of success during this series. Where on the other hand, you've got Average Modes. We've seen they can really get in there and rough it up with their shotguns. Look at them to maybe try and play a 3 snipe heavy, get in there, try to get those 2 early kills, give the snipe to maybe Zeke, maybe Mercer, and just look down that scope, look for that boom shot. But if I see Shrekman get his hands on that scope, heads are going to be popping. We've given praise to the likes of Ubi and Sim Dims, but Shrekman, he's definitely in that top 3 of clan match sniping. I've been popped many a more time than I'd like to admit on Gridlock when rushing that boom shot. So let's see if he can pull it off once again. Looks like the teams are finally getting to their appropriate side, and we should be underway any second, Mike.
You say that, but the teams basically just swapped around. Now we have Iron primarily on the Locust team instead of the Cog, and then the same being said for the squad of Average Modes this time for the Cog instead of the Locust. Now that being said, I still think they're trying to get this sorted because that is what they have just posted it as well. So they're just trying to get things sorted, but that's okay because it gives everyone a little bit of a chance to sort of sit back and just see how these teams really do play these sort of games. I mean, once we do get things started. But let's get a little bit of a recap of what's happened through the game throughout the tournament here in our AT bracket. In round number 1, the quarterfinals of the winners bracket, we had Crinkle Cuts take on Cedar Nations. They were able to take out a 3-0 victory over them to advance to the second round. Over in Average Modes and the Peace Maintenance Unit, once again, a 3-0 result followed. So they're able to get comfortable victories moving forward to match up in that second round. On the other end of the bracket, though, Anti-Girls of War faced up against Integral Nation, and once again, 3-0 results seemed to go in play. Now, the only match that was different seemed to be the match that we were spectating here, Rogue, because it was Unknown and the Meme team, where Unknown still won 3-1, but at least it wasn't a clean sweep like all the other matches in the round. Then in the semi-finals, we had Crinkle Cuts and Average Modes. We saw that match go down. It was a crazy series, and it went down all the way to the 5th map. Parallel to that, Integral Nation took on Unknown, a team we saw play in the first round of the bracket once again, and they were defeated 3-1. So Integral Nation were able to go in now into this winners bracket final. In the losers bracket, however, Peace Maintenance Unit took out a 3-1 victory over on Cedar Nation to advance into round 2, and the Meme team unfortunately had to take a forfeit victory over Anti-Girls of War as they had decided to stop playing. Maybe they thought it was single lib, or maybe they had other plans. Either way, now in the losers bracket round 2, the round of 4B, we have Unknown taking on the Peace Maintenance Unit and Crinkle Cuts taking on the Meme team. But hopefully, so we should be getting some results from that match coming soon because they have been playing for like around half an hour, 40 minutes now. So they should be definitely deep into their action right here. And if the Peace Maintenance Unit, anything to go by, I think they're going to be, once again, the dark horse of this competition.
Yeah, last time we saw them really just rise through the ranks, taking out various competitions at each stop of the game. Hopefully this one can get underway soon, but Mike, why don't you run us through what maps are coming up next so we can just do a little bit of theory crafting here and there on how we expect the rounds to go.
All right, for this first map, as you can see already, it is going to be on a gridlock. For map number 2, we're going to be seeing a fuel depot, and for map number 3, it is a war machine. Now, we'll focus on them up first. However, if needed for map 4 and 5, it will be a clock tower and canals.
Yeah, so Clock Tower, a map that two of my boys here are very experienced. We saw them play a little bit different earlier on against the Crinkle Cuts, going for a 3-1 to start things off, not really benefiting them too much, but it's good to know that they have some alternative strategies in their back pocket should they start losing that 4-top continuously.
Yeah, and with that in play, I mean, I'm looking at this gridlock right now. Just sorry to double back again,
No, go
but
for it, man.
for this gridlock, I just had a thought in the last series we saw. Do you think we're going to be seeing that majority boom shot push that we did see earlier?
I definitely think it's a possibility coming out of IN. I've seen them run it time and time again, but they're no stranger to holding that snipe tower, then rotating back, letting them get boom, but just not letting them play anything with it.
That is definitely very true. Moving over, though, to map number 2, though, because we're going to be seeing plenty of gridlock action in just a moment. Map number 2, and hopefully just a moment anyway. Map number 2 is going to be a fuel depot. Now, that was the last map, or sorry, the second last map we saw previously on stream. It was map number 4. It showed some more ranked execution 9-9 in play, rather than a competitive Gears of War match from all the random plays that were made. However, it did seem like it was more intentional than rather a random shot, but it was just really unpredictable. And it got him to have an interesting play in mind to be able to get them that victory. Do you see it happening again, or do you think it was more of a one-time thing?
Well, if they try it against Integration, it is not going to work. These guys are masters at playing that slow side. Give Shrekman the sniper, give one of the players the nades, give them control of that helipad, and you're searching for avenues to push. The side of average modes, they're gonna have to use their smoke grenades very tactically to be able to break out of that the fuel depot there, to get outside of the main hangar, try to get onto helipad, use whatever vision they can deny to get that boom shot into a more advantageous position. But like I said, IN, they're masters at it. They've done it time and time again. What they do is they like to wait until you've overcommitted to boom, then rush your players that are playing defensive, and finally, Mike, we have a countdown.
We are good. We're loading into the game right here. Execution on gridlock, and let me tell you, the wait was worth it for this game. It is going to be great. Remember to tweet it out. Remember to Facebook it. If you have MySpace, put it on there too, because this is a game that you will not want to miss. It is the winners bracket final. It is Average Mo's taking on Integral Nation. I know the IN train is here right now to help support their team, but for those in the chat, who do you think will be taking this one out? Will it be Integral? Will it be Average Mo's? Let me know a scoreline as well, whether just in Gridlock or in the overall series. We're keen to hear what your thoughts are on this game right now, and I think we need, after that final map last time in last series, we need to jump on Mercer for this first round.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I really want to see where he plays. When I play with him, he likes to go to that boom shot. Me and him, we have our little strategies worked out. Let's see if he can translate it with the two new players of Zeke and Rest. Jumping towards Mercer, it looks like he will be going left for that boom. On the right, actually, 3 players of Average Mo's going up to that snipe. So it is going to be a 3-1 from both teams, I do believe. Going to be jumping on board with someone up in that snipe tower. Looks like Shrek will get it completely uncontested here as they just fall back. Saya doing work, getting those down. Shrek and Saya just working together phenomenally, just absolutely outplaying their opponents here.
Yeah, and with that, of course, 4v3 situations. Smoke's coming out over this boom shot. Zeke is going to be just being able to pick up the kill there on Elite. As Restless takes out his teammate at the same time. He's able to make it up for it, though, by picking off that kill, but that number advantage that they've just lost might just go back to bite them back in the end. Lance coming out from the top there. Mercer gets taken down, and that is not the result that he wanted. Because of that, Restless Side is now in a very dangerous position. 1v2 situation he needs to take. He's going to throw the smoke over on the sniper. The boom shot is also coming his way. The nades are also going to get picked up there as well. Boom shot just goes just sliding past him, and that is going to be the first round to IN.
Jeez, Restless Side, not again, man. Zeke makes the beautiful flank rest. He has all their attention, and he just destroys Zeke with one swift shot to the gut. Luckily, he was able to make it up by taking out Shrek, but it didn't matter because there was a 2v1 at the boom shot, and unfortunately, Mercer was not able to hold off that onslaught. I'm jumping on board with Saya to see where this player goes. Looks like he will be going for those grenades. Very versatile position that mid. Looks like he will be answered by Clutch. He gets a nice Lancer down. Saya gonna try to answer that one back, getting a lot of shots onto Clutch, jumping back up into the snipe tower though. We see Shrek with a nice blind fire, gets the down. That's a 2v2 up in that site, one in favor. Here comes Clutch. He wants to make something happen. He goes for the beautiful wall bounce, takes out Shrek, but unfortunately he is gonna get Lancer down. It felt like the stopping power of that Lancer. Elite, knowing his advantage, is going to go try and take it. We see a 360 coming out of Mercer, but no! Elite gets a beautiful gib.
Was that Mercer or was that Ubi right there for that final play? Because that just that 360 just seemed to, or Scissor rather, in that play. Yeah. Either way though, 2-0 right now is that round lead to IN. I feel like Clutch made a great play for that first kill to clean out that round, but it just wasn't able. So I think he should have waited there for Deadly to be able to catch back up before they made a move on the second, especially by how red he was. But of course, the momentum just drove him to go for that easy kill. Now over on the Sniper Tower, Clutch going to be looking to play this one aggressively, but he's going to back out to go for that sniper side. Going to weapon slide that one, but boom shot has been in play there from the team of Integral Nation right here. Say gets taken down. Nade's picked up there by Shrekman right here. Deadly actually over at the Boltok as he sits back on right there. The boom shot is going to be getting back into play. Top board with Bear, who does have a Gazola, who does have swaps to the shotgun. Resiside gets taken down. 4v3 right here. Clutch goes for the shot. Hits the shoulder though, unfortunately, and he's now going to try and bail out of it. Maybe get it active in the chamber, but he's still going to be extremely nervous about this one. Not going to be able to pick off the down though at that. And he's just trying to regroup with his team. 3v4 situation. They can still recover from this, but they can't drop any lives from here.
See, the difference that separates these teams here is when Integral Nation get control of that snipe tower, they're able to translate it in also killing the opponents here. But when average Moes get it, they get nothing out of it except the sniper rifle. Integral Nation, they know how to back off, they know how to play. They know how to play it safe. They know how to run when they need. But it looks like Deadly is going to get the one player down, but not going to matter as Gonzola is there with the boom shot to answer Clutch, missing these crucial snipe headshots that he needs to do to win the round. If you're going to go priority snipe, you need to be able to do something with it. And Zeke gets taken down. Really no answer for Integral Nation right here.
Yeah, that is definitely the case. 1v4 right here. Clutch downs one. He's got to down the second one as well. He's got the third right in front. The player's going to get picked back up. It's going to be a trade revive right here. They're all going to get back up. They're all going to cluster once again around Clutch. And if only he could have one-shot that third player down, I'm pretty sure that would have been the most hilarious moment in Asia Pacific Gears of War history.
That would have been insane if he got that shot into Saya. I would have been speechless, which is a very hard thing for happen to me. Shrekman, though, jumping on board with him now. He is going to be rushing that snipe tower with his shotgun out, getting those pre-actives, that paintball skin on, looking good with that golden hunter. Going to be running up in there. No one contesting, just backing off straight away. Shrekman, he's got his sniper. Let's see if he can make any shots happen. Here goes one in the body. Saya's going to down Zeke. Boom shot's coming out. Another shot narrowly missing Clutch. He's trying to rotate this boom shot back to the sniper, but here we go. Nothing's happening. We see one player already dead. The boom shot comes in. Shrek going to miss another shot. Clutch, he's already wasted one boom. He's only got one left. He pokes his head up. Narrowly going to avoid a snipe shot by Shrek. Hasn't hit one yet. He's not making this sniper seem as effective as he would like.
He really is, and I think that's been sort of the curse of the day so far. No one's really been able to do too much good work with it. Either way, 3-4 situation right here. It is backed up to the wall mode here for the team of Average Moes. They're down 3-0. They cannot afford to make any more mistakes here on Gridlock. Otherwise, they will suffer a map 1 loss. Right now, Restlside's going to be watching over through the Sniper Tower. Clutch back there as well. Smoke has gone down, which has allowed Shrek to move up a little bit forward here. But you do notice Mercer still over at this boom shot side. Of course, still going to be waiting for this respawn up for this second lot of boom. And it is not going to just be the COG team that are waiting, though. It is also the Locust team. Gazola down at that boom car also is going to be spotting the team up at the Sniper Tower. Clutch, you see, with that boom shot in play. They're going to be moving over onto this boom shot side, and you just notice that they're readying up for this next lot of power weapons.
They're going to give up Snipe Tower any second now, and then the pain's just going to rain down. Only Deadly and Resticide there, trying to hold that as they can. Saya and Gonzola, they really want to move up for this next boom shot that is spawning any second now. Shrek, he has rotated down. The boom shot is now in play. One shot left on Clutch. Shrekman, he has the sniper. He's trying to look for a headshot here. Pistol shots coming out from that snipe tower. Not going to land on any crucial targets just yet. Looks like Resticide will be rotating down while Deadly's just holding his ground. Another sniper picked up. It is going to be in the hands of Mercer. So it's a sniper and a boom for the COG team. See if they can make anything happen here. They are down a player. Remember, Saya was able to get that flank through boom shot at the start and take out Zeke.
Deadly nearly got his head popped off right there. Was not in a good position. Luckily, Shrekman missed that shot. But you notice that boom shot is just still sitting in the playing field right there. No one is going to be ballsy enough to be able to go for that boom. Not with all both teams eyeing that one down like a hawk right there. I think it's going to be relied down to one of the sniper players to be able to make a play in all honesty. I think that it has to be Mercer right here because they're down in numbers. They're 3v4. They need to get that edge to even things up. And you see Shrekman, he's just going to be eyeing down Mercer right here, waiting for him to poke his head out to be able to pop out that shot.
Yeah, pretty stale just here. We see they know they have Clutch has that boom shot and they can't risk going for the push even with the man advantage. They don't want to do anything risky that gets Clutch, maybe even a boom, maybe potential to get that second thing of ammo in here. It is 3 up in favor. 3 rounds to 0 in favor of Integra Nation. So I expect them to go for the play within 30 seconds or so here. Yeah, I do have the potential to take the map 4-0 if they win this round. Looks like Elite, he's in a good position to play, make a push here. Saya just behind that white van. 27 seconds left, 25, counting down ever so slowly. The counter will be a permanent addition here. Here comes Shrekman. Oh. He is rushing in Clutch, caught with his pants down, didn't even have the boom shot out. Mercer does down Shrek in the process. Restless gets a kill on the lead. He is going to have to back off because that's a boom shot. A snipe into the back of Deadly is going to take him down, but look at Restless. He's running, he's booking it, he's in that garden area. 5 seconds left on the clock. I do not think the cog. Oh, here comes Bear. He wants to go for it. 1 second left. 0. Oh. He gets it down. Can he get the kill? Oh.
That was a risky play. I do not know why he would have just stood in the middle. Obviously, I understand the fact that he wanted to get crossed out, but he should have known that the players were up behind him. Luckily, it paid off. Luckily, he was able to stay alive. That was a split second. He was as good as gone, and it was just that split second that saved him. Either way, they're going to have another round to try and stay alive here in this series. But the question is, will they be able to do it?
No, Stay Alive pretty much sums up this entire map right here. That is all we see Resticide just trying to do. He can test that site, then just runs away. It looks like there will be 3 going to boom, but they still haven't got it yet. Finally picking it up, the smoke providing a little bit of cover. Can Gonzalo go down to the boom? Oh, that was very narrowly missing his buddy Zeke there with that shot. Here comes Resticide. He goes in. He gets the nice shot onto lead. Can he finish up Shrekman? Shrekman gets the shot. He wants to go for this kill, but no, Resticide hits a massive double and Saya. He's up the creek without a paddle. Looks like shots are going to be coming in from every which way, and he goes down to the array of pistol fire.
That was a great round there by them to be able to secure their first round on the board. Now, did you notice the difference there, Rogi, in between these 2 rounds? They were able to pick off kills. They were able to get that early control. They were winning their areas, and they were able to get those power weapons.
Yeah, Resticide played that so smart. He backed off after giving up snap control. Then as all the attention was focused on that boom push, he got up and got those 2 crucial kills in that 2v1, just basically opening up the win for his team here. Looks like Saya. I'm on board with Saya. I want to see him go for this flank. He is going to be up against Zeke. He gets a nice cross on that snipe tower. Is going to pick up the kill. Looks like a mirror of the round prior to the win from Average Mose. Looks like everyone just getting into positions. Clutch, he does have 2 boom shots, so can he make anything happen here? Shrekman just going to be watching that angle like a hawk. Bear all the way back up in his Hammerburst tower. 2 boom shots left. Let's see if he can make a play.
I'm looking over at Clutch here with that boom shot as well. I'm expecting him to be the one to have to make those plays. He's not going to be able to be too successful there with that first one. Of course, you are going to be seeing the players looking to maybe push up a little bit from that. And if I'm, I was going to say, if I'm not mistaken, he has 1 boom left. And he wasn't eager to show it, but there we go. He goes for that reload. Now swapping back to his pistol. Smokes out and still at that sniper tower. These players are pushed up aggressively. Pokes his head out. He's going to get taken down. The boom has been lost now. Also, we're going to have Restless getting taken down. Puts himself in a bad position. And this looks like it could be game, set, and match. Or no, Deadly has something to say about it. He's going to take the first one here in a 1v4 situation. He's going to have a couple more plays to deal with. There we go. I thought that boom shot was out of play. Apparently not. Elite has it. Made it go boom. And that is going to be the first map to Integral Nation.
Yeah, we saw that Average Mose, they can contest if they catch Integral Nation off guard. But it's not something we say very often. Integral Nation, they're very good at holding their ground. Very good awareness at where everyone is on the map, when they're going to rotate, who they're rotating for, when to back off and when to engage. We see them very rarely make mistakes, where Resticide goes in for a flank.
Yeah, and with that, those mistakes really just penalized them right there. They took out a map that they played pretty decently on last time. They just weren't able to make anything happen. I mean, that's against the difference of teams that they are playing. They're playing Integral Nation, who have what seems like a lot more structure than what their previous opponents have had throughout the competition. And it is making quite a big difference, especially considering they are currently a pickup team. But that being said, we're moving over to Fuel Depot for map number 2.
Yes, a Fuel Depot looks like each side wants to get that Locust side. They want the advantage, having the the faster side into that boom shot on the front spawn. Let's see if which team ends up getting it. I don't remember whose choice it is right now. It looks like it is going to be in favor of Integral Nation.
So basically, the way the host siding works is that the team that's scheduled to be host, aka this time the highest seeded, the lower seeded team, is going to be always Locust. So the team that's technically hosting is the team that always as Locust. So whatever the first round was, it's just basically a swap and keep going and swapping from there.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how Integral Nation play this far side. Whether or not they go full greed, have one player pick up the side while also contesting boom, or if they just devote all their resources there. But on the side of average Moes, we've seen how they like to play Fuel Depot. It is fast and unforgiving.
And very, very random, I think, is the key word that you can't forget right there in this one. And we'll see if they're going to play it again for this one. I think that that 3-man push that they made through mid on their slow round was a little bit of a mind boggler last time, because I also had that 4th player just sitting back Lancer crossing as well, which I think did more damage to their own team than it actually did to the opponents. Either way, that was a little bit of something you throw in the mix that you don't really see too often from that particular side, and I think that might affect. That might be something to really throw in for this one. That being said, against a team like Integral, I don't think those kind of plays work. I think you'll need that extra structure to be able to secure yourself map wins.
I want to watch Clutch. It looks like he has his shotgun out. If that's any indication of how this round is going to go, the buddy on his left has it out as well. Looks like they will be getting those pre-actives, pushing straight up to that Field of boxes. But look at that, Shrekman's already in, and he's waiting. Goes for the roll, just gets taken down immediately. Here comes Restless, going to be giving, but this is a 3v1 already, and rest. Just like that, Integral Nation take them apart.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that just clearly showed and proved my point from that previous round. They try to go for that mix-up. They try to just push straight away 3-4 players there, and it completely backfired. They need a little bit more structure to be able to win these rounds, and at the moment, it just isn't showing. They need to just take a step back, reset, and just think of a more calculated plan.
There's no way that is going to work against Integral Nation. Look at this nice little position Shrekman has got himself into. He will be getting that Lancer Fire on Zeke, but it will be returned by his teammate. Boom shot yet to be picked up yet. Zeke wants to go for it, but he's full red. He's absolutely one shot from being down. Sniper has been picked up in the hands of Deadly, but that is the Locust. No, not the Locust Sniper, sorry. It is his own Sniper. He did go back for it after that push didn't work. The boom shot has been picked up. Sniper going across to the Locust now. I do believe that is Elite. Yep, making his way to those mid boxes. Sniper in hand, playing as the Locust Sniper as well. See if he can make something happen here.
Yeah, we got Shrek pushing over to this Hamburg side as well, as we're going to be actually seeing. Oh, I want to see if I can find that boom shot player. There we go, Clutch on your screen right here. He's got the sniper, his sniper teammate, his duo, right next to him also, as they're going to be looking to make this push forward. A horrible boom shot there. Rest side and Clutch get taken down. Mercer needs to defend right here. Goes to pick up Clutch, and that was the mistake because he gets taken down. That's going to be 3 kills there for Shrek. 3 easy kills there for him, as Zeke's going to be the last one. He's going to get down. He's going to get cleaned up, and I just can't. My mind is just not processing the mistake that was just made.
Yeah, Clutch, his boom shots as of late have just gone wide every single shot I've seen.
He's doing Mike's to booms, left, right, and center.
Isn't a Mike's to boom getting headshot from bottom clock tower?
There's 2 versions. Version A is the being against the boom shot, and version B is using the boom shot. Both very horrible outcomes.
Looks like average Mose are gonna at least recognize that they can't contest Integral Nation in the middle here. Gonna be playing it a lot slower. Let's see, has the boom shot. Is Shrekman the power weapon player for Integral Nation? He's got Clutch in his scopes. Not gonna be sending that one wide. Clutch, you stayed a little bit too long and pays for it with your life. Shrek, he's in a 1v1, gonna take a step back, reload that boom shot, get an active. He is going wide, and the player does shoot it, not going to get him down, gets in full red, but look at that, there is nowhere to run. Deadly as well, Integral Nation are just swarming right now.
They really are, and I mean, all you need to do is really just stop and look at how these are going. They're losing their fights. They're being put in bad positions. They get grouped up, sure, but then they put themselves out in the open where they just get crossed down, or they'll just have a couple downs. They make that mistake. They're losing their power weapons. They're just not using them effectively. All in all, they're just not having a good fuel depot, and they're not just having good maps against IN. They're playing 2 bad maps in a row. And I don't know if that's because of the short break that we had in between series, if they got a little bit cold, a little bit rusty, or nerves got into them, or they're just frustrated. But IN are just really smacking them silly right now.
The key difference that I'm noticing is Integral Nation. They have a play in mind. Boom, they all make it. They're all on the same page. They all know exactly what they want to do and how they want to achieve it. Look at this. As soon as the as soon as the rush goes out, Elite is already there and waiting. Everyone is in position exactly when needs to, which is so important because when you're getting boom shot, you're essentially trapping yourself inside the main hangar. But they're able to break out with no trouble because everyone is on the same page. We saw Shrek goes for the flank with the boom shot, but they try to escape, and there is Saya and Elite just lancering them down. That is the key thing differentiating the 2 teams. On the side of Average Mo's, they're probably discussing their strategies, talking over how they want to play it. Meanwhile, everyone else is getting Integral Nation getting into position to make the play.
That they are. Nades coming out, both nades from the COG team not being able to connect so far. Players Lancer shots connecting over to the back.
Backup?
And yeah, there you go. There's no backup there. Mercer gets taken down as well, but the low roll does not prevail for Saya right there as he gets taken down. 2v2 situation. Boom has been picked up. Shrek just pushes Zeke, and Zeke is just, yeah, that is the match. That is, I go words.
Boom shot. Clutch was stuck at boom shot with 2 players barreling down on him, getting lancers from outside, and it felt like a 1v4. Where were the rest of his team? They got the kills, but it was far too late, and that basically redirects me to my point on they're not on the same page. Yeah. They're not making the plays when it's being called.
Yeah, with that though, they are a pickup team, so it's going to be a lot harder than a team that has gelled. However, just on your point about Clutch being boxed, we're on board with Saya as we saw him getting boxed. You had 2 plays. He was the player, Saya, who was actually crossing in to Clutch over at that boom shot, right? You notice it took an extra around 5 to 7 seconds before Deadly even came around the corner to try and contest. That 5 to 10 seconds completely boned Clutch and completely boned everyone, because by the time Mercer came over, Saya had his teammates that were ready to cover him, gnashing him to the face.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's just these split-second decisions that aren't getting... that aren't just translating well to strategy here.
Yep, that is 100% correct right now, and you are going to be seeing this next round. Going to be starting next as well. Sorry, the next map, War Machine for map number 3. It is currently a 2-0 lead here for Integral as they are looking to advance over into the final of the ESL Australia Gears of War Ultimate Edition 4-on-4 Open Cup number 5, of course. Both these teams have guaranteed themselves a top 3 placement, and there are only 5 teams remaining right now as well in the loser bracket. Starting round of 4B, we have Unknown taking on the Peace Maintenance Unit. From last update I got, they were going head-to-head, and on the other end, Crinkle were able to beat the Meme Team 3-0. So they're waiting in the round of 2A, and they're going to be waiting for the winner of those 2 teams. But, you know, we're down to 5 teams that have, teams have been getting knocked out, but overall, it has been incredibly close so far. And once again, those dark horses could still be coming through the competition there in the lower bracket. But back into this game we go. War Machine starting on up. I'm on board with Saya as he jumps over to the window up first. He's up with one to contest him straight away. Nades picked up from both these 2 teams. And once again, in traditional War Machine fashion, the contest over to the window is interrupted by some Lancer fire across the map.
Yeah, straight away, Zeke going to getting down by Gonzalo. Can the nades come in to take out that down player? No, but Saya is going to take matters into his own hand. But as I say that, Resticide answers with a headshot of his own around the sniper play. Saya is going to have to rotate back Mercer. The cross is just too much for him as Shrekman takes him down. Not picking up that sniper just yet. Looks like players are on the run. Clutch going up at a 1v1 up top against Shrekman. Can he make it happen, Clutch? Trying to get the angle. Shrekman just sitting behind that Troika, waiting, buying time for his teammate. Clutch goes in for the roll, but Shrekman tries to do a little bit of a goblin strap, rushes him on that.
Resticide is in a extremely bad position. While Clutch was up top, he's in the spawn. He needs to just stay alive right now while Clutch can regroup. He's able to get the down on 1, and he should be able to get a good shot off on the second. Clutch has managed to come back. He needs to get that shot. Both players down, and that was a great play there by rest of the side to be able to at least get his teammates to catch back up. Now Gazzola is able to still be there, right? Can he clean up that kill? Yes, they can. And then we get their first round. Now, it was a little bit worrying straight away. Clutch got that 1v1. And just to recap a little bit, rest of the side back down into the spawn. Now, it was a little bit of a questionable play at first because of the fact that he had 2 players running his face, right? But he backpedaled up the stairs. He got in a bit of covering fire on. They decided to play it slow, and that was their mistake because Clutch hightailed it back there to support his teammate with that Lancer out and ready, helped create the crossover, got the downs, got the kills, and that was their first round.
Ooh,
and look at that, Zeke with a crazy shot that we just saw taking down Sayer.
Yeah, a massive one-shot over the wall. Sayer just going to be lanced immediately, but it looks like Elite will be the next focus. Sayer taking down Resta side. Can Zeke get in there to back him up? No. Looks like the combo of Elite and Sayer is just going to be too powerful for Resta side and Zeke, taking them down. Shrekman grabbing that sniper. Is someone on the Troika?
That was
looks
deadly.
like it was deadly, trying to make something happen. Clutch, he's got himself that torque bow. Shrekman has the snipe and the man advantage on the side of the Locust.
Yeah, and I mean, with overall, you know, 2v4, not too impossible to take, especially with when you have good chemistry with your teammate right there. But they're going to be just coming up from all angles right now. And being up top, you're just going to have 2 exits, 2 entrance points, and they're flooding both of them right now. Nate's coming out there from Delhi. Could be a good play to move on forward. Snipe pushed up the stairs right now, and you can see right here, Clutch with the talk player watching one end. Deadly needs to hold the other there with his shotgun against 2 of the players, and he's going to get taken down there from that sniper rifle to the chest. They're going to be pretty sight. Clutch now with his talk bow, looking to try and maybe clean up a couple kills. He's going to be able to get the tag on. Well, no,
Nope.
no, not getting the tag. I heard the tag sound, but it just was not meant to be.
Maybe it's when you... no, because he team kills on, so... Oh, but Clutch getting a massive bounce onto Gonzola. Can he get a nice 2v1 here? No, Sayer just too patient with his shot. Clutch missing so many narrow torque bows here. It was very unfortunate to watch them just sail over their shoulders. One torque bow could have completely changed how that round ended up, but unfortunately, not unfortunately for IN, they secure their first round of War Machine.
That they do. Jumping on board now from the COG team, or actually, no, the Locust team, swapping over to Elite, over onto the sniper side. I thought it was actually going to play really aggressively over on the sniper. It has decided to slow it down a little bit. Nate's having picked up for both teams as... and as you mentioned, he could go for that weapon slide. Once again, that weapon slide just so crucial here in Gears of War Ultimate Edition. It does help you get out of binds right now. Swapping over to Zeke quickly as he gets taken a full red there by the crossing Lancer across from him. And now he might be looking to be a little bit bold, maybe make a little bit of a play forward. He's just going to still be holding back. Shrekman's going to take down Mercer up top as he quickly swapped over to see the top action of that. Sayer's going to get pushed, and Zeke's going to be the one to take him down. Quick and easy, he always says, as Clutch gets taken down right now. He's going to be looking to get cleaned up as Elite is hightailing it out of there. Zeke takes down Gazzola. Clutch gets picked back up, and right here, this is an advantage for the team of the COG team if they can get this up. Play over the nades. Zeke will take the down, but Elite cleans up the kill, making it a 1v2. Now regroup. Shrek in a 1v2 situation over at the grenades, getting shot from the wide crossover as well. He's taking a full ready, tries to bounce forward. He'll get taken down, and that is the round to the COG team. Showing some form here on this War Machine.
This is what I like to see, not giving up without a fight. Finally, the first 2 rounds of this series have finally been taken by Average Modes. They're off to a bit of a lead here. Let's see if they can keep it up. Unfortunately, we saw Deadly losing that 1v1 at top, not using his nades to great effect, so he really needs to play that a little bit more defensive. Can't be losing that early on. Luckily, his team did have his back. Looks like Sayer and Zeke in a 1v1 on that the window position here. No one really getting advantage just yet. Switching my attention over to Deadly. Not going to be running up top as Shrekman. He is going to be up there. Clutch gets a nice pistol headshot from the Troika. Going to be blocking off Shrekman's advance with those grenades. So it is now a 3v4. Let's see if Average Modes can make something happen here.
Yeah, this is their round to win once again. They've got that advantage. They need to make it count. 2-1 is the overall scoreline as well. Once again, we do have Clutch up top, so maybe looking to provide a little bit of distraction over from that top Troika area. Of course, maybe not needing to use it, but just that Lancer raining down could prove to be deadly right now as a player. We'll be actually moving up forward to contest with him. He's aware of it, and we actually do have Mercer there to back him up as well. So it's a 2v1 up top right now. Shrek will decide to back out of there, but he's got his teammate now with him. So 2v2 up top, that meaning only one player from the Locust team is actually down bottom, and they could capitalize on this if they make sure they're aware of it at that sniper side.
Yeah, just pistols coming out and Clutch getting another pistol headshot. That's 2 under his belt just this round alone. Looks like Rest side, he is going to be in a 2v1 position, but Smartly backing off, does not want to get crossed out, but he is going to get taken down immediately. Is his team there to back him up? Sayer, I do believe in Shrekman. Sniper and Lancer in hand. Zeke going to try and go for this T-bow pickup. Finally gets it after a few failed weapon slide attempts. Rest side going to tap up any second now. Let's see if Schreckman is watching with that sniper. Rest going to get away unscathed. Schreckman trying to go for a headshot, but Elite is going to be one to finish it off. Can he get another one? Clutch is going to answer with a gib. Can Schreckman go? And he wants to go for a sniper in the body. Not going to get it. He's in a 2v1. Rolls into the wall. Mike, so what have you done? You're not playing this game, mate. And Clutch takes him out in an easy 3v1.
And let's be honest, if I was playing that game, that lower roll would have been successful. Either way, it is great to see Average Mo's making something out of this map. Now, they have changed their play. You've noticed they've played it a bit more calculated. They're focused on their spots. And I think War Machine is just one of those maps where you need a little bit more structure to be able to play it. Now, you're going to be saying, in saying that, once again, we're going to be seeing the same out of these two teams. They, this time, only picked up from the Locust team.
No.
Might see a little bit of a top push either way. Clutch is pushing over to this window side. He's going to get taken down. Mercer gets dropped. Zeke gets dropped also. And that is going to leave the last player alive, being Rest side, as he looks to go for this cheeky shot over the sandbag. Two players running front, one behind, gets the down to one, but he'll get cleaned up. And that is going to be another round to the team of IN, who close up the scoreline, but it's still in the lead of Average Mo's 3-2.
Yeah, that was a very ambitious push out of Clutch. The smokes were not in a good enough position to keep him safe. All Sayer needed to do was land one good shot that he did, as the Lancer fire had Clutch full red before he even got into the shotgun fight. Jumping on board now with someone a little bit different, let's jump on board with Zeke. How is he playing this? Getting up into that window, can he get the massive shot onto Sayer? Gets him to about half the shot. Sayer running through on that cover. Will someone be going for a flank attempt? How do you think these teams are going to play it out now, Mike?
I mean, it's one of those situations where they're going to be relying on that first pick right here. You're going to be seeing his teammate there just distract over the play across from Zeke right here. I do believe he said it was Sayer as well, who normally goes up to that position. Zeke is just trying to get that angle off, right? But then you got up top. You got a fight up top, which I'm actually going to be stopping to, because Shrek is going to be trying to take on one of those players. Actually, yeah, as you mentioned, yeah, it is a 2v2 situation. Those pistol shots will take down Clutch, though, and Shrek will be going for the kill. He'll be able to clean that one up, and if we can find Mercer up top also, you will be seeing that he's going to be in a very bad position, and you're going to be having players pushing him left and right. He's going to go for the roll, and once again, just can't make it happen. His teammate is actually going to get the friendly fire, and we actually have had Zeke come up top as well to try and clean that one up. Swapping over, he will be able to have that one player left to deal with him. Picking up that kill also, making it a 2v2. Once again, we see Restside in a bad position down the bottom, though. Wasn't able to run back into the spawn this time, and we do have a very bold play considering a sniper is in play. And yeah, that's why it was bold, because I don't think he recognized there was a sniper out.
Some may say bold, some may say stupid. Who knows? Unfortunately, not going to pick anyone off with that troika. The sniper just popping him the second he gets on there. But we saw Zeke just go huge in that 2v1. It is such a shame he was about a second too late. Deadly and Clutch seem to not be on the same page, but such close friends you would think would be paying more attention to each other's position here. But as I said that, I do want to mention that Clutch and Deadly playing together, Zeke and Rest aside playing together, so kind of using these kind of like buddy mechanics here, these two players that play together all the time. And as I said, that Clutch, he is going to be downing Sayer, but in the process, Mercer does go down. Is Sayer in a position to get finished off? Finally, he does. No, I say that as his Clutch goes down, but Zeke, a massive double kill again. Rest aside, he is going to be in a bad position. Here comes Zeke in a one-on-one against Shrek. Can he make him pay? He just needs one more good shot. He is going to be going up to that cover. Shrekman misses the second shot. Can he hit the third one? Zeke, he goes for the up air, but Shrekman goes for the melee.
And that is game, set, and match 3-0 to the team of Integral Nation. They will now go into the loser bracket to fight one of three teams unknown, the Peace Maintenance Unit or Crinkle Cuts. But that is not the match that I was expecting here in this winners bracket final. I was expecting it to go all the way to that game 5. It just was not meant to be. And that does mean, of course, though, that we will be seeing these guys once again. Of course, Integral Nation have advanced to our grand final, but we have once again 5 teams remaining, about to be 4, and we will jump into our loser bracket round of 2A match up next. Now, Rogue, it's been such a great day already. 3 hours of Gears of War,